What's up? It's the mayor of Slamtown, Johnny Impact, a.k.a. Johnny Mundo, a.k.a. John Morrison, a.k.a. Johnny Podcast Intro. And you are listening to Chair Shots to the Cranium.
Make their head drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Chair Shots to the Cranium. I'm your host, Stephen Goforth. Before we jump into the predictions, we want to remind you to please go follow us on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. It's Chair, the number 2 Cranium, Chair 2 Cranium on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. And also go check out the website at chairshotstothecranium.com. Again, that is chairshotstothecranium.com. And you can also visit one of the best wrestling news sites on the planet, OneWrestling.com. That's one like the number one, wrestling.com. OneWrestling.com has all of your latest news. And also check out One Wrestling Video by Mr. Bill Apter, the legend in wrestling journalism. It's hard to believe that WrestleMania is upon us. Of course, this is a very different WrestleMania, needless to say, going 2 nights, Saturday and on Sunday. But just with everything with this pandemic and the fact that it's not going to be in the stadium, it's not going to have people in the crowd. That's just going to be really, really weird. I hope that they've got a great setup for this. Of course, they've pre-taped a lot of these matches, if not all of these matches so far, due to the fact that there's a stay-at-home order. So they went ahead and pre-taped these matches for WrestleMania. So I've stayed away from the spoilers. Don't want to have anything to do with it. I want to be completely surprised by what's going to happen this Saturday and this Sunday. But I'm just thankful for the fact that they're going through with this and they're going to do it. And we get to have WrestleMania. It's better than nothing at all. So I'm really excited about it and can't wait to see what kind of show they put on for us at WrestleMania. So without further ado, let's head right into the prediction show. I'm going to bring in my co-host, Addison. All right, everybody. It's that time again. It's prediction time.
Yes.
My co-host, the one and only Addison. What's up?
Nothing much, just kind of bored because of school is not in session.
Right. So, for all of you, I'm sure if you're listening, you know what's going on. There's schools are not in session right now. It's called e-learning, learning from home. And it's different, right? It's a little bit different, yep. And but you're doing well. You're adapting, just like we all are during this time. And for all of you listening, we pray for you. We hope that everybody's safe and you're getting through this time. And I know it's a little scary, a little different, but we're going to get through it.
Yes.
We're going to try to remain positive. So really excited about WrestleMania. Really just excited about talking about wrestling in general, getting our mind off of all the stuff that's going on in the world. And like I said earlier, extremely glad that they're even having WrestleMania, because there for a while I was really worried that we're going to do it.
Yeah,
so we
are
are
canceling a lot of big events, and we thought WrestleMania was next, but we're very lucky that it's not, and they're still doing it.
Absolutely. So let's talk about where we stand on the pay-per-view prediction record.
Yes.
The last pay-per-view, which was Elimination Chamber, seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
Yes.
We were we tied at 4-2. 4-2 record, 4 wins, 2 losses. Not too shabby for both of us. So overall, as far as victories are concerned, you are standing at 11-11, 11 wins, 11 losses. I am at 12 wins, 11 losses. And I've got a 1-match advantage right now.
Yep.
So it's anybody's ball game at this point. We're both kind of stinking it up right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, we did really good last year. Both of us did.
We
and
did.
So we're not starting out too good. Let's see if WrestleMania can put us back on the right foot. Already hearing rumors that Money in the Bank is going to be canceled.
Really?
Like my favorite pay-per-view of the year. And they're not going to do it.
That's very unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. I'm hoping that maybe they extend it to another month. I don't know. I mean, you got to have Money in the Bank, right?
Yeah.
You got to. Money in the Bank is like one of the best pay-per-views. It determines, it's a great storyline, right, of who's going to win, who's going to get the briefcase, who's going to get the next title match.
It's very good suspense.
Extremely good suspense. So they got to do this. I hope they do. Maybe they postpone it. I don't know. but we'll find out. All right, are you ready?
Of course.
All right, I said, are you ready? Little DX there for you. All right, let's go. So, first match, we're going to go 16 matches. 16 matches that we're going to predict. This is huge. So, the first match, Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. Who do you have?
I think Otis is going to win. I really like him. I like how he makes the crowd laugh a lot, especially with like the worm thing that he does. He gets me every time when he does that.
Taki. Taki.
What?
Taki. That's my terrible impression of Otis.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Taki. Taki. Anyway, he's hilarious. I agree with you.
Yes.
I think Otis is a breath of fresh air in professional wrestling.
Yes.
The Caterpillar is outstanding, and I agree with you on this. I think Otis is going to get his revenge on Dolph Ziggler. We'll see if Mandy Rose comes over to Otis's side. It's been a pretty good storyline thus far, dating all the way back to Valentine's Day, and a lot of misunderstandings going on between the two of them, and hopefully the wrongs will be righted, and she'll be on Otis's arm here soon.
I really liked when they did the Royal Rumble where he slid out from under the
The ring?
The ring, yeah. And caught Mandy Rose. And that was so funny.
That was hilarious.
That was
very unexpected, and again, just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
It's different. All right, so we both agree on that one.
Yes.
The next match, we have Elias versus King Corbin. So I don't know if I'm too excited about this one. I do appreciate the suspense that was being built on the last Smackdown episode where King Corbin knocked Elias off of the podium, or not really podium, but it was like a, I don't know how to describe it. It was like a balcony. You know, he threw him off the balcony and knocked him off the balcony. It looked like there was a serious injury there for Elias, so I like that part of it. Other than that, it hasn't been much of a build-up on this one. I'm going to go with the safe pick of King Corbin.
You know, if you really think about it, these two wrestlers have something in common where when they first came or were they were very small at first when they came into WWE. They got a lot of hate. They still do, but they weren't big at all, and they didn't get a lot of attention. They really didn't get good matches, and I guess this is their debut, you could say that. So I think that King Corbin is going to win too.
No, I agree. They didn't get a whole lot of big matches, and I still don't think Elias has gotten the push that he deserves. I hate to use that word push, but that's just best way I can describe it. Clearly, King Corbin has, and really coming to his own, like I've said before, and a really good character at this point. But I think they're missing a boat with Elias. I think they could do a lot more with him, and hopefully they will. So we both agree that King Corbin will be the victor on that one.
Yes.
The next match is going to be Alistar Black versus Bobby Lashley. Alistar Black, one of my favorite wrestlers right now. Like I've said in the past, if you've listened, I absolutely love his entrance music. I actually have his entrance music on my workout playlist. So when I go to the gym, that music hits, I'm ready to do it. And just energizes me. I love it. It's awesome. So I'm going with my guy, Alistar Black.
Yeah, ever since this Bobby Lashley thing and Rusev thing and the Lana thing has been going on, I have not liked it at all. It hasn't been interesting whatsoever, and I've just despised this storyline. I just don't like it. I don't think it's getting anywhere. But I think this type of storyline with Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley is really, really good. And I think that a lot of people want to enjoy this match at WrestleMania. So I'm going to have to agree with you and go with Aleister Black.
All right.
The next match is the Women's Tag Team Championship. the champions, the Kabuki Warriors, versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Who do you think?
You know, I feel like the tag team championships for the women have been greatly underutilized. We haven't seen much of it. The whole point of the championships were to go to every brand, SmackDown, Raw, NXT. We haven't really seen it defended very much. I'm getting a little tired of it. Let's put it back on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Let's make them the champions. They've earned it. They were the champions once before, I thought, and did a great job. I'm rooting for them. I'm saying Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross walk out of WrestleMania, your new women's tag team champions.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to agree with you on that. When they were the championship holders, I definitely think that they were really good at playing their role. I really, really liked them and how they interacted with the other wrestlers.
I agree, 100%. All right, so we are exactly the same so far.
Yes.
All right. The Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. The Miz and our buddy John Morrison, the champions, versus New Day versus the Usos in a ladder match. Love the ladder matches. Love them.
Yeah.
Especially tag team ladder matches. Something crazy always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think?
I like all of the people that are in this match because we all know that something unexpected is going to happen just because of their roles that are played. Especially the New Day, because I just love their personality, and they're so funny when they wrestle because they all work together and they just really defeat the other people. So I'm going to go with them.
So New Day, new champions. All right. I think that the champions will be the Usos. I think the Usos will claim victory. I think it's going to be a great match. I really struggle with this one. I kind of want to say that Miz and John Morrison were going to retain, but I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Usos are walking out the champions. Yet another tag team title match. The Raw Tag Team Championships. The champions, the Street Profits, versus Austin Theory and Angel Garza. So Austin Theory coming in and replacing Andrade. Andrade.
No, it's Andrade.
There you go. Say it again.
Andrade.
You got it. Yeah, you got this. You got it. I swear I'm working on this, people. I'm trying my very best. I promise you. I just cannot roll my R's very good. Say it again.
Andrade.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So anyway, he's out. Austin Theory in. Who do you got?
I think the Street Profits are definitely going to win this because I think this is going to be their big moment where they take this and keep it and just really bring it out and just be really good. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no, I get it. They're coming into their own. They're feeling more confident. They're all, to me, they're the ultimate tag team at this point. I mean, they really work well together. They have great chemistry. I agree with you. I also think that the Street Profits will retain their tag team championships.
Okay, the next match is the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. Who do you think?
You know, I've been hearing rumors that Daniel Bryan's going to take a break. I don't know when that break's going to be. And because I'm hearing these rumors, I'm going to go and say that Sami Zayn retains the championship. I like Sami. I love and I've said this in my last podcast. If you listen to the Cranium Correspondence in the last episode, you got my opinion on not only how ugly the Intercontinental Championship is, but also how I like the fact that Sami Zayn had claimed it. So I'm going to go with Sami.
You definitely do have a point on that. They wouldn't put Daniel Bryan as the winner if he was going to take a break.
That's if he does. We don't know that.
Yeah, but I'm going to agree with you on Sami Zayn.
Okay. The next match, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, had a tremendous amount of build-up for this match. Been going on for quite some time now. And this is another one I go back and forth on. And I am going to say that Kevin Owens stuns the crap out of Seth Rollins, and overcomes the curb stomp and walks out your victor.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on this one because Kevin Owens is definitely not going to put up with this. We were actually there when Seth Rollins turned heel, and
Yeah, we were.
when they went back to the locker rooms and where he got his head slammed into concrete.
Right.
And it looks so painful.
Yep.
And I definitely think that he's going to do the same to Seth Rollins.
The Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a boneyard match. Let me tell you something. I'm really liking what they're doing with this. I love the fact that we're going to see a little different Undertaker. We're kind of getting a mixture of the dead man, which he's been for many, many years, as we know, and the American Badass gimmick. They're of course mentioning his real name of Mark Calloway, bringing in his wife, and so there's a lot of things that just is different, and it's something that I think I love it because we see the same old Undertaker every year. It seems like let's do something different this year, so that's what they're doing. They're making this thing really personal. So obviously we're going to see Gallows and Anderson play a hand in this in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But when it boils down to it, I got to go with The Undertaker.
I just kind of had this gut feeling in my stomach that it's just going to go by so fast. Like, it's literally going to be a snap.
Like the match is going to be
Like,
fast.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I think he's literally just going to come in there, knock him out, and then I think they're going to come in and try and back him up, and he's going to knock him out.
Okay.
So I think that's why I think that The Undertaker's going to win.
Okay.
Alright, the next match is the Smackdown Women's Championship match. Bayley versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi and Sasha Banks. This is an elimination match.
All right. Who do you think?
You know, I really thought about this one for a really, really long time. And I just got to go with Lacey Evans. Because I definitely think this is her moment to really fight back against Bayley because of the match. She didn't win it, but Bayley did, and I definitely think this is her time to knock him out.
I agree. I think it's time for Lacey Evans to rise up on this one and to see what she can do with the Women's Championship. Let's see how she can carry this thing. Let's see how she can elevate the women's division. I think Bayley's been a fantastic champion up to this point for a very long time. I think that's fantastic. And, I think Naomi, that's another possibility here. Could Sasha come in and do something crazy and backstab Bayley again? I don't know. I feel like I agree with you. I think it's Lacey Evans' time, and she will be the women's champion after WrestleMania.
All right, the next match is the NXT Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. I am super excited for this match.
Are you?
Yeah. I've actually looked into this one a lot, and I definitely feel very confident about my answer. So I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley.
Nice.
I definitely think that she's going to come through and just this is like her time to literally knock Charlotte Flair out, and it's the best time to do it because it's WrestleMania. And she's really going to surprise the crowd and definitely just knock her out.
Well, she's got a little bit of revenge coming her way, or she's going to be looking for some revenge, I should say, against Charlotte for that attack the other night. And, I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that she can overpower Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte Flair is just is a step above and a step ahead. And I think we're going to see a little bit of history at WrestleMania with her reclaiming the NXT Women's Championship. And I think it's different, right? I mean, why would she be on NXT? She's a main stage player, right? She's SmackDown, Raw. She's been the champion bukus of times. So why would she be the NXT champion? I just feel like that's the surprise factor here.
Maybe she's going to NXT to look for easier people to wrestle.
Maybe she thinks she is, but she's not going to find that. Maybe. I'm going to tell you that right now. A lot of good competition in NXT. So we disagree on one finally. Rhea Ripley, who you're going with, and I'm going with Charlotte Flair. We only have one other difference here, which is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. So there's two differences now.
Yes. Alright, the next match is the Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Who do you think?
Without a doubt, 100%, no doubt in my mind, Shayna Baszler.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's Becky's been the champion for a long time.
Yeah, it's time to hand it over.
It's time to hand it over. It's time to take a step back a little bit, maybe rethink things on her end, and let's let Shayna Baszler take that title and see what she can do with it. I just think she's better.
Yeah.
I think she's better right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you put these two in a street fight, Shayna's winning all day long.
Oh, yeah.
She's choking her out.
Yep.
All right, so we agree on that one.
Yes.
The next match, John Cena versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in a Firefly Funhouse match. Not exactly sure what that's going to be. All right. Firefly Funhouse match. I guess they will be at the Firefly Funhouse set. I had to say that slow. It's a tongue twister. Firefly Funhouse match. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Are the Firefly Funhouse characters going to get involved with this? Maybe. That would be kind of funny. In the end, glad to see John Cena there. I like John Cena.
Yes.
In the end, I think the man, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, will take the victory. If he doesn't, it's going to be a sad situation. The man's already lost to him once at WrestleMania 30. He don't need to lose again.
No.
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
I'm definitely going to agree with you on this one just because it's just not going to happen. It's really not. He's definitely just not going to be able to do it anymore. I think he's just going to tap.
Yeah.
Just going to tap.
All right. Last man standing match. I'm really excited about this. Edge. Finally, we have Edge back. One of my favorite wrestlers. Edge against Randy Orton. And I mean, let me tell you something. They have done an outstanding job telling the story, getting you anticipating what's going to happen between the two, bringing in Beth Phoenix as part of the storyline, getting major heat on Randy Orton. I like it. The promos have been fantastic. And I'm just, again, I talked about earlier, a breath of fresh air with Otis. Edge is another breath of fresh air. I'm so glad to see him back. Was at WrestleMania when he had his last match. Thought I would not see this ever again. So I'm extremely excited, as you can tell. Your winner, Edge.
And for those of you that are listening and you've been listening for a long time, my dad is not a fan of Randy Orton.
No.
He doesn't. I don't think there's a one time that he's gone with Randy Orton, unless it's someone that he doesn't like at all, and he just doesn't want to see wrestle because they're just not very good.
That's a great point. I don't know that I've ever gone with Randy Orton. Maybe I need to go back to the archives a little bit. And maybe if you have some time on your hands and you're listening, you would like to go back to the archives and see if I've picked Randy Orton, let me know. Message me.
I really don't.
Comment and tell me if I've ever picked Randy Orton. I don't think I have. All right, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Edge just because I don't want to go with Randy Orton.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else that I'm really excited about here. I'm excited about the fact that you can see Edge. You don't know who the crap Edge is, right? Or you hadn't, and so you get to experience everything that's great about Edge. I mean, and he's fantastic. So we both agree on that one.
Yes.
All right, two more matches here. Two more matches. The Universal Championship match. Goldberg versus To Be Determined. You heard it right, To Be Determined. Was supposed to be Roman Reigns. He's pulled out for obvious reasons, and understandably so. Who's going to be his opponent? Braun Strowman.
Good
Now,
question.
we're recording this on a Thursday. SmackDown is tomorrow night. They may announce this on SmackDown. Likely that they will. So at this point in recording this, we don't know who to be determined is going to be. So we got to kind of go out on a limb. I'm going to go with to be determined. Whoever that is going to beat Goldberg.
Yeah,
I know it sounds crazy, but if it's Braun Strowman, I think he's taking the strap.
Yeah, definitely. There's no way that Goldberg's going to win because they're not going to just bring him back to get the Universal Championship and just give it to somebody else and make him leave. There's no use in that. He's not going to play it off for anything. It just doesn't make any sense for him to come back and win it. So I definitely think that the to be determined is going to win.
Well, we talked about in the past a transitional champion, right? Transitioning from one to the other. Goldberg, in a sense, is kind of that. Is playing that role, I think, as a transitional champion. And congratulations to Goldberg. Not to take anything away from Goldberg. I like Goldberg. Been a fan of Goldberg. Seen a lot of his matches in person. I like him. But I just don't think that he's a mainstay. He's not going to be around for a while. Take that belt, put it on somebody that can be elevated. And I think, honestly, if it was Braun Strowman, the guy deserves it more than anybody.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
It would be a good match.
I think so. I think it would be a great match.
Yeah.
Can Braun Strowman, if it is, we're assuming here, ladies and gentlemen, Braun Strowman, how many spears can he take?
Old versus new.
Old versus new. That's a good way of looking at it. The final match, the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. Who do you have?
I'm definitely going with Drew McIntyre without a doubt. I'm so tired of seeing Brock Lesnar literally keep this championship for how long?
So let's talk about that for a second. We talked about my dislike for Randy Orton. Boy, do you have a dislike for Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar. You do. I mean, you don't like him.
I don't like him.
Which is fine. I like Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar's awesome. I think he really gets under your skin, and I think it would be hilarious if he won again and kept it and just ticked everybody off because he's the daggum champion still. That's going to make so many people mad. I think that's hilarious. I think that grabs attention, and people, whether they want to admit it or not, I think they like it too. I love the fact that he dominated for so long at Royal Rumble because we got to see Brock Lesnar against so many different opponents. Cesaro was one of them, for example. I mean, how many times have we really wanted to see Cesaro versus Brock Lesnar? We got to see that for a little while, even if it was a short time. John Morrison versus Brock Lesnar. We got to see all these different matches. I love that. I thought it was one of the best Royal Rumbles ever. But I agree with you. I think Drew McIntyre is going to be the champion. He's fought long and hard. He's really worked his rear end off to get to this point, and I think it's going to pay off for him. So, yes, new WWE champion, Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
All right. We are done with our predictions. 16 matches, like I told you earlier. And, we agreed on a lot of these. I don't think we disagreed, but on three. Three. No, wait. Two. Two. That's it. Wow. Okay. So we'll see. Either we're both going to suck it up or we're going to really do good. So we'll find out.
Hopefully it's the good part.
So thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to hit the play button. It's tremendously appreciated. Tell your friends about us. Share it out there. We want to try to get as many listeners as we possibly can. If you feel like we deserve it, go on there, give us a 5-star rating. That's obviously giving us more exposure to the world of professional wrestling. And as always, a special thank you to Mr. Bill Apter for supporting us and putting us on OneWrestling.com. Please go check them out. One of the best wrestling news sites on the planet. OneWrestling.com. Thank you so much. We hope all of you enjoy WrestleMania. We hope all of you stay safe. And we look forward to coming back to you with another prediction show whenever that may be. We are not sure yet. Like I said earlier, rumors about Money in the Bank being canceled, so we'll find out what happens with that. But thank you very much. And as always, thank you for taking another chair shot to the cranium.
Adios.